So positioning relates to how consumers view a product in relation to similar products that are offered by a competitor. And it's the place a product occupies in a consumer's mind based on the important attributes relative to competitive products that exist. Now, there are multiple ways we can decide to kind of position our product. One may be a head-to-head strategy that involves competing directly with competitors on similar product attributes for the exact same target market. So Coke and Pepsi is the very easy one with a head-to-head positioning. Or we could potentially have a differentiation positioning that involves seeking sort of less competition, a smaller market niche to which to find your brand within. So I use the example here of Planet Fitness and LA Fitness, which are two popular gyms here in the US. Now, Planet Fitness differentiates themselves in the gym marketplace by being a low-cost gym. They charge $10 a month with no commitment to its users, so it's very value conscious. Whereas we see that LA Fitness, they differentiate themselves as having classes, they have pools, they have a lot of amenities that are not available at other gyms. So here the attributes that are available through these two products are different. And that's how they position themselves, is based on how they are different from other products. A great tool that can be used to understand positioning and see where your product fits in the marketplace based on how consumers perceive it is to use what we call a perceptual map. So when we create a perceptual map, we're really looking at displaying two dimensions, where a product fits along these two dimensions in terms of your competitor products or competitor brands. This allows a manager to see how consumers perceive their product compared to competing brands within the marketplace. So how we would do this. Step one is you want to identify the important attributes for a product or for the brand itself. So here we would do some research with consumers to understand what are the attributes that are really important to them in this type of product. So the example we're looking at here is related to chocolate. So important things here are price and quality, and those are two important attributes for most products in the marketplace. But then in step two, what we want to go ahead and do is discover how target consumers rate your competing products or brands along these two attributes. So here, we've asked consumers to identify how they perceive competitor products in the marketplace. So if we ask them about M&Ms, they say that they are low quality and low price. Kit Kat is a little bit higher quality, but still fairly low price. And then we go over to a product like Ferrero Rocher, where it's more higher priced, as well as higher quality. So consumers are telling you where your competitors fit along these two dimensions of quality and price. And then you can see where the company's product or brand is on these attributes in the mind of potential consumers. So I'm looking at this as, okay, this is where they see my competitors. Where is it that I want to be? Or how can I reposition my brand to fit in a potential gap in the marketplace? So that would be the final step, would be either repositioning or positioning your brand where you want to be in comparison to your competitors. So today we've gone through, or this week I should say, we've gone through the STP process, which is the segmentation, targeting, and positioning strategies. I've provided some additional videos to help with these different concepts, and hopefully you've enjoyed this topic this week.